I don't know if you could tell, but I'm sweating like crazy. And I haven't been working out. I was just getting ready for work. This is how I sweat to get ready to go to work. Which is one of the reasons why I can't wear makeup. Because I sweat like this when I'm getting ready for work, especially if I'm like in a rush or I feel like the time is counting down, because the time started counting down about 20 minutes ago. But I took a shower, and then once I take a shower, after I get out, it's like that heat never stops heating. It never stopped heating. I cut this wig this morning, and all I did was just lop off a bunch of it, and I mean, it's shaped up nice. I like it. I like it. Woo. It's Friday, what is it? Friday, April the 17th? Yeah, the 17th. I'm feeling a little bit more, energized, because I was earlier this week, had lost all my little energy. But I'm feeling a little bit more energized. I think I just seen a turtle. Somebody run over a turtle. It just hurt me on the inside, and it wasn't even me. Anywho, I wasn't as energized when I got home from work yesterday. I don't know what happened, but I felt okay. I wasn't tired. Like Monday and Tuesday, I was so tired. I walked my dog and got right into bed after I got through walking my dog. But yesterday I was hungry. I like ate. It was hot outside, so I ate a smoothie. Basically, a smoothie bowl. Fucking idiot. A smoothie bowl, because I got that Ninja Creamery, and what I do is I have a bunch of cans of soursop juice, which they claim they didn't put any sugar in, like it's just all soursop, but I'm not real sure about that, because it's really sweet. This person cannot drive. I bet you it's an Indian. No, she was black. Oh my God. Anyway, that's it. Look how easily I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I have a creamery, Ninja Creamy. And I got soursop juice, cans of soursop juice. So I take the soursop juice and frozen fruit that I have in the refrigerator, and I put it in one of the containers that they give me for the creamy. And it has to be frozen for 24 hours before you can grind it up in the creamy thing. And what I did yesterday was I got some new coconut milk in the mail from Amazon, so I poured a little coconut milk in it, which made it even more like creamy to taste. And I don't add any sugar, not no dates, nothing, just the soursop juice and fruit and some coconut milk, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. But then after I ate that, I started toking, and for no reason, because now it's like I toke if I need to like get out of the headspace I'm in, or supposedly to help me clean up, but And that could be the excuse that I give, that I wanted to clean up yesterday. And I did, because I really cleaned up my kitchen. I really cleaned up my kitchen. I got it together. Like, I got things where they are going to be in my kitchen. But I guess I did a couple toasts, because the toast the day before is what got me all revved up to clean my kitchen the day before yesterday. And so yesterday I tried it again, but baby, it put me on my ass, because I did it before I walked my dog, just simply because it was so hot outside. I didn't want to go outside and walk my dog in that heat, because he's so frisky that he would wear himself out physically in that heat before we could even get probably a mile in. So I waited till it cooled down, which was perfect, because when we finally went out, it was perfect weather for us to be outside. But while I was sitting there waiting for the weather to cool down, I ate that smoothie, the whole thing. And really, I probably should have only ate half, because you know what size those cups are that come with that Ninja Creamy. It was probably about, 2.5, 3 cups of smoothie in that cup. And when I got back from walking, I was so exhausted from toking before I went, and I had the munchies. So then I started eating the chocolate that I make, because I make my own homemade chocolate. I make cacao and cacao butter and coconut mixed all together, and then put some pumpkin seeds in there, roasted pumpkin seeds in there, and I put them in like a little candy silicone mold, and they make them like probably like that size, probably about that deep, of what I consider a candy bar. And I don't put any sugar in there, so it don't have any sweet taste at all, but I wrap that in a date when I want to eat it. And so I put a date on top, and I take one date, split it in half, put half up on the top and half up on the bottom, and I eat it like that, and it's just like a candy bar. It's so good too. But I ate 2 of those when I got back from walking, and then turned around, felt like I was, ooh, damn. Ooh, I hate when the road changes like that and I'm by a big truck. They don't have no ability to move for real. I ate 2 of those, and then felt like I was hungry, which I just learned this morning. Not that I didn't know this, but like some factual information from somebody who studied this shit. When you sleepy, it can come off like you're hungry. And I was just sleepy and ready to go to bed. But rather than going to bed, I kept eating. But I did eat just some sardines. I ate a can of sardines. I smashed it up, put some mustard in there, ground mustard, the kind that got the little seeds and stuff in there. And I ate that with some crackers. And then after I ate that, I went on and went to bed. And I haven't eaten it this late in more than a month, because I normally don't even eat nothing once I get home from work. Like, I do all my eating at work. I don't eat more when I get home, but yesterday was an exception. At any rate, I won't beat myself up about it. I'm a little bit antsy today going in to work, because it's this guy that's going to be there from my corporate office who I don't like, just simply because he doesn't like me. Now, why he don't like me, I could throw in a racial component and say it's because I'm black, which is probably it, but he was able to hide that until the last time he came to visit our office. And for some reason, he can't hide it anymore. So, I don't like him just simply because he doesn't like me. But I don't like being around people that influences me to have these types of feelings. Like, because I've never done nothing to that guy. Like, I did mispronounce his name quite a bit. But his name is Robert. You know what I mean? I get all these emails from him, and it's Robert. But he got a nickname of Bert. And instead of calling him Bert, I call him Bob. And this bothers him when his fucking name is Robert. Now, because we've had this, like, office fallout, because office interactions and relationships are just weird to me in general. I am so accustomed to being who I am all the time that having to put on a facade is a lot of work for me. It is a lot of work. Now, the average person has come up through life and learned that the facade was, something that they needed or maybe had to do, and they learned that early. Well, I've always been myself. I've never put on a facade. You know what I mean? I am who I am. But there's something wrong with that where you work in an environment where everybody is putting on airs, because that's what's happening in an office environment. And I've been in an office environment since 2004. But the office environment that I've been in mostly has been a very, very small office. Like me and a maximum of 4 or 5 other people. Like not a whole, not even 10, not even 20. And we probably got, 60 minus 5 people who work from home that come in the office on a regular basis. And, I know I'm old, just not realizing that, but everybody comes in with their facade. You know what I mean? And when I first started working here, I was just like, and don't get me twisted, I still love working. I love my job. But when I first started working here, I thought I had hit the jackpot, and this was the environment that I wanted to be in. I wanted to be around people, and I wanted to be around more people, more good energy, and that's what it was given for a whole year. That's what it was given. And now I see here in the last few months that what has been given has been all a facade. And I hate that. I figured, and not that I was trying to figure that out, but I hate that I figured that out. I hate that for me. I wish I could have just, stayed under the guise that it was just, great people and a great environment, and people were who they actually were. But they're not. They just, putting on a show. And I don't know, something about putting on a show, it wears me out. I can't do that consistently. Like it emotionally and mentally wears me out to constantly be in acting mode. You know what? I just had an epiphany that doing that, you're doing 2 jobs, because acting is definitely a job. People get paid for that all the time, honey. Acting. And they get paid big bucks for acting. But you ain't getting no big bucks for acting at work. So not only are you working for a company, but you also acting. So you're doing 2 jobs every day, all day. I can imagine that could be very exhausting. I know it's exhausting for me. I can't handle it. I really can't. Like people drive every day to go back and forth to work. I do it too, but I hate driving because driving is a job. When you out here, you is really working. You're not just comfortably driving back and forth to work. You working. So the time you get in your car, that's when work starts. Not when you get to work. So now you working to get to work. You get to work, then you acting to work, and then you actually doing the work. So you're doing 3 different jobs simultaneously, which is insane. 3 different jobs simultaneously. All for just one pay, because you're only getting paid for one of the jobs. You're not getting paid to drive in, and you're not getting paid to act. You're getting paid to produce something valuable for your company to make money. Wow. Well, I'm pulling in, and I'm late because it's 8:25. And I'm supposed to be here at 8 o'clock, but the system here is so that, if you are late, you're late. If you want to stay a half an hour, take some PTO or whatever, it's never an issue. But with Bert Bob here today, I'm sure the energy is going to shift as soon as I walk through the door. Oh, he's standing outside on the phone with his ugly bald head ass. I'll talk to y'all later.